If you're a fan of Deadpool like me and you were worried when Disney got their hands on him, I'm here to tell you, no need to worry. Deadpool is back and better than ever. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Nick here from the Lost River Drive-In, and today I wanted to give you guys my spoiler-free review for Deadpool and Wolverine, which just came out this evening. Now, this is the movie of the summer for a lot of people. This is probably going to be one of the highest-grossing movies of this year, definitely in the top 5, and for good reason. This is an event film. Everybody's been looking forward to seeing Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine in the comic-accurate suit, and everybody loves Deadpool. But people were on pins and needles because this is Disney with Deadpool now. There was a lot of talk and a lot of worry in the years leading up to this that they were going to Disneyfy this character and really muddy up the universes, the multiverse, whatever you want to call it. Now, I'm here to tell you guys that is not the case. Now, first, I have to let you guys know I'm not a really big MCU fan. If you've been watching me for any amount of time, you already know that. But if you're new to my channel, you didn't. I've only seen a handful of the MCU movies, so I myself was worried walking into this movie because I was like, I love the first 2 Deadpool movies. I really don't want this to get too complicated with all the other Marvel stuff that I'm not going to understand because I really worried it would affect how I felt about the movie. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, thankfully, it doesn't really do that. Now, as I said, this is spoiler-free, so I'm not going to spoil stuff for you guys, but I'm just going to hit some bullet points. First and foremost, Sean Levy, yeah, he can do Deadpool. All right, this is just wonderfully directed. The action is really kinetic. The comedy, just like in the first 2 movies, is really organic, and even when it's over the top, it's still funny. And part of that is because who you have delivering the laugh lines. Honestly, I loved everything visually about this movie. Aside from a shot here or there where the CGI was a bit obvious, I actually thought the CGI overall was quite strong in this movie, especially compared to some screenshots I've seen on Twitter for certain Marvel movies. So, Sean Levy directs his ass off here, and the movie just looks great. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are freaking awesome in this movie, and I think it's a big reason why so many people were okay with them continuing with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine after Logan. That movie is revered. People loved that, and they felt it was a really nice end to the character. So, bringing him back, how are you going to do that without sullying that film? Well, I'm happy to say they do it in a really, really great way here, and it works, because him and Ryan Reynolds are just great on screen here together. He's funny, he's badass, he's just like you remember him, and the comic-accurate suit is pretty sick. Also, I gotta just say, Ryan Reynolds, he's great again. This is my favorite role Ryan Reynolds has ever done. He is a great actor, period, point blank. I know that he rubs some people the wrong way, and I just don't get it, because he's so funny. And I feel like he was born to play this role, and he plays it incredibly well. Now, I have to say, this is not a spoiler. Don't worry, you guys are to expect this, I'm sure. There are a lot of cameos. There are a lot of Easter eggs, and there are a lot of callbacks. And as somebody that grew up with certain superhero movies, I actually could understand a lot of them and kind of noticed what I was seeing on screen here. So without getting into detail, I think that if you're a fan of the universe at large, you're gonna get a kick out of this movie. But if you're not a huge MCU fan like myself, they're not required viewing. You can go into Deadpool and Wolverine for what it is, and you're going to enjoy it. And that's one of the biggest pros about this movie, is that it really works while introducing the multiverse and whatnot. As we know, it really works in being still a self-contained story, still feeling like a Deadpool story. And just like in the other movies, although there's a ton of comedy, there's a ton of lewd remarks and actions in the film, it also has moments of heart and moments that actually make you care. And it's like crazy how Ryan Reynolds can turn that on and turn it off. And then the final thing I have to say about Deadpool and Wolverine, just like the first 2 Deadpool movies, the needle drops are freaking incredible. That is probably one of the best things about this series, is just the needle drops. The songs they use, how Deadpool himself is like dancing to them and getting into it, and it's interwoven into the action. I feel like it makes for such a rich viewing experience every time, and Deadpool and Wolverine absolutely delivers. And I recognized every song in this movie, so that helps as well. So, honestly, guys, at the end of the day, I can see this movie really doing well at the box office. I predicted this movie was going to make $1 billion worldwide. I don't want to say I'm hesitant. I'm going to still say that. I'm going to still say that it's going to make $1 billion worldwide. I could be wrong. It's going to get damn close either way. If this is a movie that you've been really looking forward to, if you're a big Deadpool fan, MCU fan, a Wolverine fan, whatever it may be, I promise you this movie's going to deliver the goods. Go into it knowing what to expect, but also know that Disney did not Disneyfy this movie. This is a hard R. And I love it for that. You still have all the crude sexual content, excessive amounts of blood and gore, great action, tons of F-bombs and messed up jokes. It's Deadpool. It is Deadpool. And it was really cool to actually see Wolverine in that universe too. And they called that out a few times. Fourth wall breaking, as always, is... I don't know if this is my favorite Deadpool film sitting here right now. I'd probably have to watch it a couple more times. But right here, right off the bat, I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I genuinely didn't really have a complaint with this movie. There was a few things that I probably would have understood better if I knew a little bit more about the MCU. So maybe that half star that I'm docking it is just on me for not diving into the MCU a little bit more. But I want to hear what you guys think down below. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you excited to see it? Please comment down below and let me know. Leave a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. This is Nick at the Lost River Drive-In, and I'm pulling out.